wonderful movie with fantastic actors and a controversial film with a huge star premiered back-to-back on the red carpet on Monday night. To the critics' delight, Martin McDonagh's The Banshees of Inisherin paired his 2009 Golden Globes-nominated In Bruges thespians Brandon Gleeson and Golden Globe winner Colin Farrell in one of the best and most heartbreaking performances of his career.
We're still the best of friends.
No, you're not.
Who says we're not?
Sit somewhere else.
The whole area where we filmed is where I used to go back to as a kid to visit relatives, and it's where my dad's from. So that was a major part of it. But to work again with Colin and Brendan was the first germ of the idea.
It was a particularly invigorating creatively and personally time in Bruges. And it grew. It's a movie that, increasingly became more and more loved. So, we hoped. And, Martin has to do the spade work to make sense of us being there. And thankfully he did.
Martin and I had a very mature agreement that was inspired by his initial thought of, if he ever writes something that I wasn't right for, I should be okay with it. And if he ever offers me something that I don't want to do, which is probably the second part we've already proven is probably less likely than the first, it's okay for me to pass. The idea of getting to work with Brendan again, who I missed in my life, 14 years ago in Bruges was, and I saw him periodically through the years, but to actually be back on a set and on the west of Ireland, and then Kerry, who I worked with in the first film I ever did, Intermission by Mark Rowe, and Yeah, I gave you a dig then, be careful. It felt like the first film I ever did. We never left each other's side really for the three of us,
Colin! And if you don't stop bothering me, I have a set of shears at home, and each time you bother me from this day on, I'll take those shears and I'll take one of my fingers off with them.
As one critic put it, take half a pound of the Stepford Wives, a pinch of the Truman Show, add a drop of the Matrix for taste, and mix it in a Manhattan Project. Then, before serving, replace your troublesome leading man with a hot pop star. Alienate your talented leading lady and put the concoction on the plate of screaming millennial girls that have one reason to live: Harry Styles. This is how Olivia Wilde cooked up her sophomore directorial dish that landed on the Venice dinner table, overshadowed by gossip and her female lead, Florence Pugh, who spectacularly missed the press conference. But never mind, Olivia was there to be sly and Harry was there to be charmful.
Making music is like a really personal thing, and I think there's aspects of acting where you're obviously drawing from maybe experiences you've had and stuff, but I think for the most part, you're pretending to play someone else. What I like about acting is I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Florence is a force, and we are so grateful that she's able to make it tonight despite being in production on Dune. I know as a director how disruptive it is to lose an actor even for a day, so I'm very grateful to her, grateful to Denis Villeneuve for helping us, and we're really thrilled we'll get to celebrate her work tonight. I can't say enough how honored I am to have her as our lead. She's amazing in the film. And as for all the endless tabloid gossip and all the noise out there, I mean, the internet feeds itself. I don't feel the need to contribute. I think it's sufficiently well nourished.
I think there's a lot of negative sides of social media. Obviously, they're pretty obvious for everyone to see, but I think that it's always important to remember there are positive things happening because of it in the world as well.
They're lying about everything.
We are not going backwards, we're pushing forward!
Second fiddlers in the film, Chris Pine and Gemma Chan, served as convenient cushions on the carpet between the female stars who were also meticulously distanced on arrival, defying the name of the movie. Don't worry, darling.